Hi, welcome back to Matt's Garage. Thank you, everybody, again, for all the comments on your theories on what's going on with this motor. I still haven't figured it out, but I did just cut open the filter. It smells delicious. I'm going to bring you in, and I think you're going to see that, well, things aren't going too well. There is metal all over this filter in every pleat. Chunks, shavings. This motor is toast. So we don't know what the root cause of it is, but actually you're probably looking at the root cause. This guy. What has two thumbs and can't build a motor? This guy. And that's okay. I mean, you can't have every skill. It ran for 1,300 miles, barely. But so we got to get a new motor. What are my options? Obviously, get this machined. Wary about assembling it myself at this point. Like, I want to do it right. I don't want to keep pulling motors in and out of the Bronco. Found a local engine builder. He's actually like a racing legend who owns like a lumber mill or something. He's like 80 something. One of my subscribers, Brent, is friends with him. He built his motor. I went and drove Brent's Bronco last weekend. Very healthy 331 stroker, amazing torque, very smooth running, you know, converted to a 28 ounce offset with the scat crank and all that. Very nice. The question is, can I afford it? Because he just sent me the price list of all the parts. I'm going to add it up. The question is, how does that compare to buying a Blueprint 331 or 347 stroker, which, and the Blueprint ones are around $6,000. I don't think that doesn't include tax or delivery. So, you know, you're talking about $7,000, $8,000 for a motor, which is insane to me. Insane. I mean, it's a real shame Ford guys are so Fordy, because an LS swap would be way easier and pretty nice. But I'm not going to do it. I'm venting, okay? Also kind of tickled the idea of an R2.8, Cummins R2.8. But those are $10,000. And you're getting 160 horsepower and 300 pounds of torque. I don't see that happening. You do get great gas mileage though, but I don't care. Because I've got the big fuel tank from Tom's, so I'm gonna throw that in. I'm basically gonna throw this back together just so it's in one piece, and then park it, figure out what I'm doing for a motor, throw the fuel tank in, fix some other issues with the Bronco, like the heater doesn't work. I don't know why it's not getting power or not. Or maybe it's the switch. I don't know. I got to figure that out. And a couple other weird odds and ends that just, you know, from the shakedown run. And then wait for a motor to come. So I'm not going to order offset dowel pins, because if I don't use this block, then my measurements are worthless. I got to do it all over again. Chase down some leaks, other leaks, and then clean up my shop. I never cleaned my shop after I finished the Bronco and Papa Bear, so I need to do that. It needs a deep clean. I think I'm gonna rearrange some stuff. Like, I don't like how certain things are, so I need to do that. Oh, I need to go check on the ribs. So we're gonna end season 12 on the same mystery 3 episodes later, and actually this is gonna be the end of the season format. Even if I pick up a new project, I think I'm going to stop doing seasons. So you're going to see my episodes just start with a number, which is the number of the episode. I think I'm over 300 at this point, well over 300. And then if I end up picking up a project, then I'll just throw that into a playlist. Like, I've created playlists for all the seasons. And then, yeah, so I'm just going to check in from time to time, tell you what I'm up to. Might not be car related, and that's okay, because my channel isn't exactly setting the world on fire. So I'll just be sharing me, because a lot of you guys who pay attention are just interested people seeing what other dudes are doing, you know, and that's cool. That's what I do. I mean, I watch all my favorite YouTube channels, which I never really talk about, but like, I'm a big Vice Grip Garage guy. You know, I watch Bleep and Jeep. Nate with Dirt Lifestyle, I like a lot. He's local to me here. I'm a Patreon subscriber of his. Also, I have a Patreon page. Links in the, or the, yeah, just copy the link in the description if you're interested in just chipping in a few bucks to help pay for one of these motors. Doesn't have to be a subscription based, just whatever you can, you know, helps. Who else do I watch a lot of? I have a Motor Trend. I've been wanting to talk since this season's basically over. I did want to talk about something. Motor Trend. So I'm a Motor Trend TV Plus subscriber. They got bought by Discovery. They were already kind of marginal in the sense that, like, they'd release a season of a show I liked, and then you'd see nothing for weeks. That's got even worse since Discovery bought them. And they basically canceled Engine Masters, or it doesn't seem like it's coming back. And that's okay. They'd kind of run their course and tested every possible theory. So I get that, but Dirt Every Day, Fred and Dave, I mean, I'm glad they're doing well on their YouTube channels, but like, why did you cancel that show? It was so good. And then they'll just like pepper you with like 5 Mecum auto auction shows and then 5 F1 shows. And it's like, is nobody out there making content? Occasionally you'll get something from Ian, who's had to change the name of his channel like 5 times, poor guy. But yeah, I'm not loving it. Is there another sort of go-to content creator you guys watch who's really good? Very curious, because that's what I do when I'm not working on cars or hanging out with my family. Or working, I watch other content. So curious what you guys are doing out there. Update on Papa Bear 2. So my dad got it, was enjoying it, and then the caliper bracket ripped off of the axle and just spun inside the wheel and snapped all the brake lines. The hydraulic line and the parking brake line. Luckily, he was able to find somebody to weld it back on. I helped him get the parts. He assembled it. He's having a little issues getting all the air out of the brake lines to get the pedal as stiff as it was when I delivered it to him. But it's back up and running again. But that was kind of a shame. I have to say, I'm really glad that I did not weld that bracket. I'm sad it happened, but I'm glad it wasn't my fault. So sorry, Dad. You know, I didn't want to straddle you with a problem. I wanted to give you some joy. But like, his buddies from France and Canada came and they took a picture with it. So that's super cool. So that's good. That makes me happy. And then other than that, I've actually been trying to figure out my own car situation, right? My Silverado transmission, ever since I swapped in a valve body, it's been shifted much better. Still have a little bit of a flutter on the 5/6 shift, but that's not valve body related. I'm pretty sure that's in the actual clutch drum, and I'm not messing with that. But I've been like, I don't need a truck. I don't need a truck anymore. I bought that to build this house, so it's served its purpose, but it's hard to sell a truck because they're so darn useful sometimes. But like a vehicle with a tow hitch receiver and a small trailer is good enough for me. My wife's Highlander is getting a little long in the tooth, so we've been talking like, what do we get? Should we get something to replace that? My daughter's turning 16 in May. It's like a lot of stuff, balls in the air. So there might be some changes in the vehicle situation in my household, but the problem is cars are so expensive, I don't actually have the cash flow to do that right now. Like, and I don't really want to finance a car. I like buying cars. I'm fortunate enough to be able to do that, but it means I have to be patient and save up for it. Other than that, yeah, not much to report. So we're gonna button this up, figure out the engine thing. I'll give you guys a report on what I'm gonna decide on the engine, and then we'll keep going next time on Matt's Garage.